It was a quiet evening in a small town in Texas. Emma, a shy 19-year-old girl, sat by her bedroom window, watching the world outside. The soft glow of the sunset painted the sky in warm orange and pink hues, but her heart felt heavy. She held a small notebook in her hands, its pages filled with scribbled notes and dreams she had long buried. Emma wanted to speak English fluently, but every time she tried, she felt scared, embarrassed, and unsure of herself. "I wish I could speak like them," she whispered to herself as she watched a group of friends laughing and talking in the park below. Their words flowed effortlessly, their confidence lighting up the scene. Emma felt trapped in her silence, yearning to be part of that world, but unsure of how to start. If you're listening to this story, maybe you've felt like Emma too. Maybe you've dreamed of speaking English with ease, of expressing yourself clearly, of joining conversations without fear or hesitation. Let me tell you something beautiful. The fact that you're here, ready to listen, is the first step toward change. And today, I promise you, we will take this journey together. What if I told you that the fear you feel is not your enemy, but your guide? What if I told you that starting to speak English isn't as hard as you think? Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you'll feel ready, motivated, and equipped with a strategy so simple and effective that you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. The first time Emma tried to speak English, it was a disaster, or so she thought. She had been practicing a few sentences for weeks. She stood in front of a mirror, her heart racing as she repeated, "Hello, how are you?" over and over again. Finally, one day, she gathered all her courage and went to the local coffee shop. When it was her turn to order, her hands shook as she said, I would like a coffee, please." The barista smiled kindly and replied, "Sure, what kind of coffee would you like?" Emma froze. She didn't know what to say next. She felt her cheeks burn, mumbled something, and quickly left the shop. That night, she cried, feeling like she had failed. But what Emma didn't realize was that this small step was actually a giant leap forward. She had started. Here's the first fact you need to know. Starting is the hardest part, but it's also the most important. And guess what? You don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to speak correctly at first. You just have to speak. Every mistake you make is like a small bridge leading you closer to fluency. So how do you start? Here's a strategy that works like magic, step by step. Step 1, speak to yourself. Start in a safe space, your own room, your own mirror. Talk about simple things. Describe your day. I woke up early today. I had breakfast. I went for a walk. Don't worry about grammar or vocabulary. The goal is to get comfortable with hearing your own voice in English. Step 2. Learn key phrase instead of trying to learn every word in the dictionary. Focus on phrases you can use every day. For example, can you help me? What does this mean? How much is this? These phrases are like tools that will help you navigate real-life situations. Step 3. Practice with videos or podcasts. Short videos or listen to podcasts where people speak slowly and clearly. Repeat what they say. I recommend finding content that you love, maybe a funny story, a cooking show, or even a motivational speech. When you enjoy the process, learning becomes easy. Step 4. Join conversations. Even small ones find small ways to join conversations. Say hello to a neighbor, ask a question at a store, or comment on a friend's social media post in English. These small interactions will build your confidence over time. Step 5. Be patient and kind to yourself. Remember Emma. After her coffee shop experience, she almost gave up. But the next day, she tried again. She walked into a different shop, ordered the same coffee, and smiled. This time, she stayed a little longer, listening to others talk. Every day, she got a little better. And here's something beautiful to hold on to. Every single word you speak is a victory. Even when it feels small, even when it feels messy, it's a step forward. Think of it like planting seeds. At first, you won't see much, but with time, those seeds will grow into something beautiful. Now, let me share a secret. The key to speaking English fluently isn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about confidence. Confidence doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from trying, failing, and trying again. It comes from believing in yourself, even when you make mistakes. As Emma's journey continued, she started to realize something amazing. The more she spoke, the more people listened. They didn't laugh or judge her. They encouraged her. Every smile she received, every kind word became fuel for her journey. You are in a room full of people. Someone asks you a question in English. Your heart starts beating fast. Your hands feel cold. You want to speak, but no words come out. You are afraid of making mistakes. You think people will laugh at you. This fear is real, and many people feel it. But do you know the truth? You can overcome this fear. You can speak English with confidence. You can express yourself without fear. How? Let's find out. 1. Understand that mistakes are good. Many people are afraid of speaking English because they do not want to make mistakes. But mistakes are not bad. Mistakes help you learn. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby falls many times but does not stop trying. After many falls, the baby learns to walk. In the same way, when you make mistakes in English, you learn. Every mistake is a step towards better English. So do not be afraid. Make mistakes. Learn from them. Keep speaking. 2. Start small. Start simply. Do not need to speak long and difficult sentences in the beginning. Start with simple sentences. Use easy words. Speak slowly. It is okay to take small steps. Imagine you are learning to swim. You do not jump into deep water on the first day. You start in shallow water. In the same way, start small in English. Talk about simple things like your name, your favorite food, or your daily routine. When you feel comfortable, try speaking longer sentences. Step by step, you will improve. 3. Think in English. Many people translate from their native language to English in their minds before speaking. This takes time and creates fear. Instead, start thinking in English. Look at things around you and name them in English. If you see a car, say in your mind, "This is a car." If you see a tree, say, "This is a tree." When you practice thinking in English, speaking becomes easier. Try this every day. Slowly, your brain will get used to English. You will speak faster and with more confidence. 4. Speak every day. The more you speak, the better you get. Speak English every day, even if it is for 5 minutes. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Read a book aloud. Speak with a friend. You do not need a perfect partner to practice. You can talk to yourself. Ask yourself a question and answer it in English. This will help you gain confidence. Speaking English is like exercising. If you do it every day, you become stronger. 5. Find a safe space to practice money. People are afraid of being judged. They fear that others will laugh at them. This fear stops them from speaking. Find a safe space to practice. Join an English-speaking group where everyone is learning. Practice with kind friends or family members. If you feel nervous, start speaking when you are alone. When you practice in a safe space, you will feel more comfortable. Slowly, you will be able to speak in front of others without fear. 6. Use English in your daily life. Make English a part of your life. Listen to English songs. Watch English movies with subtitles. Read simple English books. Write your daily thoughts in English. The more you use English, the more natural it becomes. It will not feel like a difficult language. It will feel like a normal part of your life. When English is everywhere around you, you will not feel afraid to speak it. 7. Focus on communication, not perfection. Some people think they must speak perfect English. They worry about grammar and pronunciation. But English is for communication, not for perfection. Even native English speakers make mistakes. They sometimes forget words or use wrong grammar, but they do not stop speaking. Your goal is to express yourself. If people understand you, that is enough. Speak freely. Do not let small mistakes stop you. Point 8. Use positive self-talk. Fear comes from negative thoughts. I cannot do this. I will fail. People will laugh at me. These thoughts make you afraid. Change them into positive thoughts. Say, I can do this. I am learning and improving. I am brave. Before speaking, take a deep breath and tell yourself, this will help you feel strong. 9. Listen more to speak better. Good speakers are also good listeners. Listen to English as much as possible. Listen to podcasts, audiobooks, and news in English. When you listen more, you learn how words are used. You understand how sentences are made. Your brain stores this information. When you speak, words will come easily. Listening helps you speak better, so listen every day. 10. Celebrate your progress. Every small step is a victory. If you speak one sentence today, be proud. If you speak for 1 minute tomorrow, celebrate. Do not wait to be perfect. Enjoy your progress. When you feel happy about learning, fear will go away. Keep going, keep speaking, keep learning.